Okay, so let's talk about Stranger Things Season 5. What can we expect and where are we going from here? So before we get into it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button before we get further. We are on the road to 25,000 subscribers. At 25,000, we will do a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. But we're about to hit 22,000 pretty soon, so super excited for that. I have an AirPod in. I'm not even listening to anything or using it as a mic. Whatever. So, Stranger Things Season 4, Volume 2 ended on a lot of stuff, but today we're going to talk about Vecna as well as Henry, the Mind Flayer, all of that. We'll talk about all the other stuff you want to talk about this week. So, like I said, it's Stranger Things week, and I think we'll do a live as well. So stay tuned for that. So let's talk about what the relationship between Vecna, the Mind Flayer, is and the Upside Down. So we don't really know a lot of information about the Upside Down just yet. The Duffer Bros did say that we will be getting more information about the Upside Down come season 5, so look forward to that. But in the meantime, we can go ahead and theorize what's going on. So during the final fight between Vecna and Eleven for season 4, because it ain't the final fight, we're about to get some more stuff pretty soon. We basically get Vecna telling us what happened right after Eleven sent him to the Upside Down, and he says that he pretty much became an explorer of the Upside Down, wanted to really get to see it, and we saw the Demogorgon, all of that. But then he comes across this thing that really gets him, and that is the Mind Flayer, or whatever it was before it became what we know now as the Mind Flayer. So I think we're going to get more of an explanation as to what exactly this was, this sort of like hive-minded creature of sorts. And I think that Mr. Henry here created it in the version of something that he was obsessed with, which was spiders. So that gave it its form and shape because of that. So before that, it just seemed like it was just like something that knew it was alive, but it didn't really have much more than that, but it was alive. So I think that Vecna, Henry, whatever, became sort of a parasite to it, where it attached like to it and then started to control it even more. So I think that that's pretty much the relationship here, where Vecna is using it more as a way to be able to come into this realm, whereas opposed this thing was just doing its own thing in the Upside Down before Henry came over here and was pretty much like, I'm your boss now. So I think that he used all of this as well to be able to create what we know as the Upside Down, these portals, all of that, this dark matter, this dark energy, whatever it is that was alive. Could have been something that was more of a neutral type of situation where it was alive and all, but it really wasn't posing a threat to anybody. That is until Henry came and sort of poisoned it himself. So I think this whole relationship with it is really going to be interesting to go into deeper come season 5. That whatever the case may be, I think to explore that as well, and what exactly the Upside Down was before Henry came into it will be something that will be interesting to check out. So we do know that maybe the whole thing that happened, and this is a theory by the way, which I will talk about in my Stranger Things 5 theory more in depth, is that this version of the Upside Down that we're in is sort of like still like in Hawkins whenever Will pretty much was banished. So I think that what could have actually happened here is that the Upside Down's portal, whatever created itself, and then it sort of absorbed the town in itself also, and that's why it's just in that timeline. But we'll talk more about these theories about the Upside Down. I just want to talk about Vecna the Mind Flayer. So I think that in the next season that we're going to get is going to be a combination of both Vecna and the Mind Flayer combined together in something we've never seen before. So season 1 gave us the Demogorgon, season 2 gave us the Demodogs and the Mind Flayer, season 3 of course the Mind Flayer in a more physical form, season 4 of course Vecna. And so I think that now we're going to really see the whole combination of what happens when it becomes one, because Vecna pretty much won at the end of the last season, and I think that's something that we don't really think about as much, but that's pretty much the finale that we got there when we saw Eleven and the others looking out into the horizon and everything was just completely destroyed and was being taken over, it seems. So I think it's going to be interesting to see where we go from here, but pretty much like I said, Henry is a parasite to whatever the Mind Flayer was beforehand, so I'm wondering if the Mind Flayer in some shape, way, or form wants to get rid of Henry as well. We'll definitely see about that. But let me know what you think about that. What do you think about the relationship between Henry and the Mind Flayer, how it's all being set up? I really did enjoy the way that that scene looked. It looked amazing. So I hope that in season 5, like they say, we learn more about the Upside Down. We spend some more time in it as well. And I think that we're going to learn some stuff and secrets that could possibly bring some people's favorites. I've talked about Eddie already. Check out that video if you haven't, about theories that have been floating around. Even one by the actor himself, Joseph Quinn. So check that video out if you want. But yeah, I think that this whole relationship with Vecna and the Mind Flayer is interesting, and I want to see more of it. I do believe that we're going to see some separation of them at some point, and I'm wondering how that's going to go, right? So anyways, as always, that's going to do it for me. If you haven't already checked out my videos, go check them out. I'm doing a bunch of Stranger Things theories, so I have another one today as well, so stay tuned for that. I also have a video talking about The Boys finale, which is this coming Thursday, and then tomorrow we'll talk about Better Call Saul and all the other shows that are coming as well. We talk all the stuff you love in movies, TV shows, video games, all of that. So if you're into any of that, make sure you're hitting that subscribe button, make sure you're hitting that notification bell up here, and yeah, let me know your thoughts and your opinions on the finale. What do you think about Vecna? What do you think about the Mind Flayer? What do you expect to see in season 5 as well? Comment all of that down below. But yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video, we will be doing a live where we'll be talking, taking questions about Stranger Things finale, and we'll probably do that on Thursday, so stay tuned for that, which will be tomorrow. I'll make an event and everything for it so you know when to drop in, and I'll probably do it a little earlier than when I did the watch party finale, which was at 2 a.m. Even though a lot of y'all came through, really appreciate y'all, but I want everybody to be able to come through, and I know that's really late. People have work, school, all of that, so I'll definitely do it earlier, but I'm trying to figure out a time. But I'll have the event posted by the time you're watching this video, so make sure you go to the channel and subscribe and turn that notification bell on to know when to get on for that live. And we're just going to talk the finale, questions, all of that, and just have a good time, theorize and all of that. But as always, that's going to do it for me. Check out the video on the left if you haven't already. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure that notification bell's on the road to 25,000 subscribers. We're currently close to hitting 22,000, so hopefully we can get to that before today. So make sure you're subscribing, liking, commenting, all that good stuff. But as always, I'll see you all next time. Stay safe, stay positive.